Hey guys, I want to take a quick second and I want to talk about and or circuits. Now we've already talked about series and parallel, and now we're going to talk about and or. Now they're kind of the same. Most of the time the and or circuits are usually used for the instruction side of a circuit, while the parallel series is actually used for the output side. So let's quick review. I want to do, if I had light bulbs, they'd be like this, over to another light bulb, and then this went back up. That would be considered series. This would be a series circuit. If it was a parallel, it would be a lot like this. Let's go ahead and we'll do just like that. So if this was a circuit, these ones would be considered series, while these ones would be considered in parallel. So what I want to do now is I want to talk about and or. And or is really used for what is going to determine that instruction output, I guess. So what we're going to do is I'm going to erase this and I'm going to draw some switches for you guys. All right. So in a circuit, what I mean by conditions have to be met. So every time you're actually going to start to build a circuit, you need to say what operations have to be complete to have that output come on. Let's per se you were working on something that had two limit switches, and the limit switches both needed to be clicked over for a light or an output to come on. We're going to call the output a light at this time. So that would mean I need one switch to turn on and another switch to turn on to turn that output on. So let's draw that up. So I have my power coming in, and we're just going to write L1 here for now. I need it to come over, and I need it to go to a switch, and then it's going to go, so this one has to be connected down, and I'm going to go to another switch, and that one has to be pushed down too for this circuit to become true. So then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to have my light over on this side. So every time you're going to go up to a circuit, you're going to say, if this switch and this switch are pressed down, this light will turn on. So get in the habit of actually walking through the circuit and saying what you need to have happen, and really get in the habit of, saying and if multiple things need to happen together, okay? So now, what if I had a circuit where I had two switches and only one of them needed to be tripped to turn on my light? So let's say I'm working on like an operator station, and it's actually one is on one side of the room and the other one is on the other side of the room. So one operator can press a button and the light will come on, or the other operator on the other side of the room can press a button and the light will come on. Notice I just said or in my my explanation. I said one operator can press the button or another operator can press the button. So we know right there it's going to be an or circuit. So an OR circuit is kind of like that parallel that we've been working with. So what's going to happen is we're going to have a switch that can go all the way over here. So when we press this one, say this one was operator 1, we'll just call it O number 1. When he presses the button, the light turns on. I need another operator to be able to push that same A button that's just like it. So we're going to put this one in a drop down, and we're going to have it set so we can actually go around this one. So if I had, and we'll call this one operator number 2, what would happen is, so this operator presses his button, well the power, 24 volts is sitting right here, and 24 volts is sitting right here. So if this operator presses the button, the power will go around, and then the light will turn on. So we have multiple options here now. So again, operator 1 presses it, it goes through the light, or operator 2 can press his button and we'll go to the light. Again, notice that I said the word or. So every time you're working through one of these problems, I want you to go, if this happens and this happens, a light comes on, or if this happens or this happens, the light will come on. So if we walk through it, like I said, if operator 1 presses the button or operator 2 presses the button, the light will come on. All right? So that's a really quick explanation of and/or circuits. What we're going to do now is we're going to go out and we're actually going to do a couple activities that reinforce that. So go ahead and get started on those.